I'm still not entirely convinced about this new Champions League setup. Any other time, 3 wins from 4 is an incredible start, but we're not even in the, automatic skip the next round spots because everyone else has also gotten 3 wins out of 4. So, I mean, I'm willing to be convinced, but I feel like we need to be a little higher. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 28th episode of the FM23 West Brom Save with me, Raxall FM, where today we are versing Arsenal away from home in the Premier League and then FC Porto at home in the Champions League. And I'm not sure which game is more important, with us down in 6th place in the Prem and us down in 9th place in the UCL currently. Could get into those upper spots because we have been doing quite well, but it's just been here, there and everywhere in terms of form. Hopefully we can find some consistency in today's episode, and hopefully if you're enjoying the series so far, you will smash the like button on today's video, as well as subscribing to the Raxall FM YouTube channel so you don't miss more Football Manager content coming your way. Can we please smash whatever like target you can give me today? And let's go over what's happened since last time we saw each other. I believe I said I would come back for this Barcelona or Monaco game, and I kind of regret not doing that considering the fact we beat Barcelona and Monaco away from home, which is incredible, with an 88th minute penalty winner from Almada. So he absolutely was not expecting that to happen. Higher XG, we deserved the W, that is for sure. But I am trying to, absolutely grind through this save. I like to give you some proper simulations. I cannot remember the last game that I played on camera. I want to say it was this Man City and the Sparta one, but I can't guarantee it, to be completely honest. So we've simulated all these games, assuming that is the case. We're out of the Carabao Cup, 4-0 win, 1-0 loss, which again, very close. So we are playing quite well against these big teams in the Champions League. Arguably should have won the game, actually, with 23 shots. So, it is a bit unfortunate, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. Lost to Liverpool, lost to Newcastle, and a draw to Manchester United in the most recent of games. In terms of the England, we have just officially qualified. I haven't really been giving you updates on England. We've qualified for the European Championship by coming second in our group after losing to Norway both times, which wasn't ideal. But hey, that's all right, and it would be great if they could let us actually see it. And there we go. Yeah, so we lost both times, but hey, that's okay. We've got through. And that's the important thing, and I will make sure to show you the European Championships when we get to it. But for now, we're just going to jump into the game, and we do have to rotate the team quite a bit, a lot more than I would want, that's for sure. With Anthony coming in, my starting centre back duo of I can say this name, Omobamidele, is currently really tired from international duty, and where he is currently tired and a little bit injured from international duty, as well as Gallagher being tired from international duty. That's my bad. I shouldn't have played them in the last game. I should have played them in the first game. But hey, you live and you learn. This is the team that we're going with for the game against Arsenal. It is going to be a difficult matchup, that is for sure. Mudryk just coming back from injury, and Almada still tired from international duty as well, but luckily no more big injuries, so we should be able to have our best team after everyone gets a good rest. But we're going to jump into it with this team. Lafont's still the goalkeeper, of course. Hickey moving from left back to right back in this game because, again, Williams tired from the international break, and we can see this Arsenal side. It looks decent. It does look like they have kept a hold of the important players and added a couple of decent ones like Upamecano. But our squad is very good too. We know how good it can be. Luis, I'm not sure if I've talked about it, but he has turned into an incredible player. Doing a really good job for us, actually. I will click on him just so that you can see exactly how good this player is. Statistically speaking, he is magical. Hasn't done a lot in terms of, the Premier League. 1 assist, but I think he's going to turn into an absolute gem. We knew it when we picked him up for such a cheap fee. I'm hoping that does translate in today's game. And the first highlight is coming straight away. It's because I made tactical changes and then it just showed us a nothing highlight. But that's okay, we move on. Let's get the second opportunity and let's make sure it's ours. As Tomiyasu gets tackled, but he does keep a hold of the ball. Saka on the ball into Cooper Miners. Cooper Miners goes for the shot. Madueke tries to clear it out, but it comes straight to João Palhinha. Probably well, I don't want to assume, but I feel like he was probably relegated with Fulham at one point, and Arsenal probably picked him up on the cheap. Either way, they picked up a real gem there. We all know how decent he can be in real life and, of course, in Football Manager. And they had an opportunity there. Didn't come to anything too special, but 4 shots to our 2 does suggest this Arsenal side are looking slightly better than us tonight. And away from home at the Emirates, it's always going to be tough, but I do want to see us getting some opportunities here and there if we can. Saka cuts inside. This is dangerous, and we are lucky that he has hit the crossbar there. You would expect Saka to 100% on his left foot, tuck that into the bottom corner just like he does in real life all of the time. Cannot quite finish it there. And we are certainly lucky to still be at 0-0 in this game. Can we get a surprise counter-attack? Can we get something, a couple of string passes together? We're on a balanced mentality with the defensive shape. I think it should give us the opportunity to hit on the counter-attack or hit when we do have the ball. And that's exactly what we have right now. Amley into Luis, back into Anthony. Anthony's trying to find some space to move the ball, and he does find Luis. Rooney does lose it though. So Bargy, I remember that I can actually pronounce his last name now because Lelujo had him, and I literally just heard him saying Bargy, and that's, I've bought onion bargees from the Indian before, so I know how to say that word. I feel like you guys do too, so makes it easier for me. But we do win it straight back. Actually, I need to talk less about dinner options and more about what's happening on the pitch. And it's the Odegaard. We didn't keep it for very long. There's Zinchenko on the left hand side. Must be getting a wee bit older in the save, but still starting. And it's Saka there. I don't think it was really an assist from Odegaard, but it's come to him, and he's managed to put it into the back of the net. I'm sure Odegaard was going for the shot there. I think it was blocked, and it just trickled. Didn't even trickle. It just bounced straight into Saka, and the reaction time is actually brilliant from him, to be fair. Yeah, it's come off Amley, and he's just been able to slot it home. Silas maybe should be reacting before Saka, considering the fact Saka is behind him, but hey, it is an unfortunate goal. It's an unfortunate to go 1-0 down. But we probably deserve it. I'm going to tell them I'm not happy with the performance so far. I probably said it a wee bit too harshly, to be honest. And we are going to bring Almada on. Even though still tired, he's got much better fitness than the man that's currently on the pitch, Conor Gallagher. So let's get him making an impact at halftime, getting straight into the lineup, getting some balls through, getting the long shots ticking, and we already are seeing a couple more shots for us. But again, we're seeing an opportunity for Arsenal, although Bargy does pick it up. Is he going to find a way again out? I mean, Silas clears it hugely, and it comes into the hands of Arsenal. I guess territory could mean that we could win it high up here, but they are still on the ball. Palhinha tries to cross it over to Tomiyasu and does so successfully. Tomiyasu running down the right-hand side, not known for his incredible crossing ability, so he plays it into Odegaard. Cooper Miners goes for the shot, and it has whistled quite literally just above the bar. I imagine that one was absolutely humming as it was going through the air with the speed that he shot that with, but luckily for us, has not found the back of the net. But unluckily for us, neither have any of our opportunities. So let's make another substitution. Ryder, slightly tired, so we'll bring on Gravenberch. Bring Luis down into that CDM role. Mudryk back from injury, so we will bring Madueke off and get that man into the starting lineup. Our player of the season last year, comfortably, playing incredibly well all throughout the year as we won the title. But we're down in 6th place now. You'd have to think the boys would have a bit of a fire in their belly. Not looking like it though today, with no highlights actually coming our way so far. But could be changing here as Gravenberch kicks it to no one, but he does win it back luckily. Bargy plays it into Hickey, playing on that right hand side, slightly unfamiliar for him, but of course with an either footed player like him, he can do the job on both flanks beautifully. So we have it into Anthony, back into Gravenberch. Just one opportunity is all we need, but Gakpo potentially had the time to bring that one down, shooting it on the volley with that lack of power from outside of the box from that position. It's never going to trouble the goalkeeper all that much. And we're going to have to make another substitution with some tired players out there. Bargy's coming off. Hull's going to come on. We've got one last sub to make, and Hickey is going to make way. Williams is going to come on, a whole new right-sided flank. And we're going to go into attacking mentality, positive, and just hope something happens. I feel like we can't go too attacking because, I mean, it is sort of an expected result when you come away from home. Well, that's annoying. And you know what the funny thing is? I don't even think. Actually, I'm almost 100% certain. I'm 100% certain we didn't have the updated squads when I started the save. So the fact that An actual player that signed for Arsenal has managed to find his way to Arsenal after going to Newcastle, after going to Fulham as well, has found his way to Arsenal where he is in real life, and he scored against us. I mean, that's not very funny, but the rest of it's a bit funny. But yeah, making it 2-0, not very funny. Hopefully we can take this momentum and just crush it and build new momentum against Porto, because no, we don't need losing momentum. Thank you very much. Not a great game by us. I would probably be more upset about the general performance, like not a whole lot of shots for us, not a whole lot of opportunities. Yeah, just one to forget, I would say. But we are coming up against Porto, who again have got 9 points from 4 games. If we win this one, surely it will put us somewhere around those top spots. And as we know, I was circling the wrong table. Still around those top spots. And as you know, as I've told you, we are playing some difficult teams, but it is getting a little bit easier as we go to Juventus after this, which I would be okay with losing, to be honest, because it is Juventus. And even though in real life they're not doing great, and they are 22nd in the league, they have some decent players in the save, I imagine. But then final 2 games should be comfy. We will definitely simulate all the way to them off camera, which is a lot of work for me. So, shout out to me for that. We'll hopefully pick up some wins, get back on track in the Premier League while we're doing that. But for now, we need to focus on this Porto game, which now, after looking at that Juventus game coming up, I feel is a bit of a must win. So let's focus on that. Let's get a win. Let's get our first team out there, and let's pick up 3 points. Big 3 points coming up. We've had a team meeting. We're feeling good. Players are back in the lineup. This is the team that we're going with. Actually, no, we're going to get Bamadile into the squad. There we go. Got it. First try. This is the squad. Williams, Bamadile, Guehi, Hickey, Ida, Luis is what I call him. Gallagher, Almada, Madueke, Gakpo and Stevenson. Stevenson up top because he has been playing really well in the Champions League. 5 goals, 1 assist, 4 appearances. So, he is our starting player in the Champions League. Let's jump into it at home against what I imagine is probably a decent Porto side, but I'd like to think they're not better than us. And I'm not. That's not me massively tooting our horn. Like, I know we're a good team, but I know that we're also slightly just good because I'm the manager. But that feels very beatable. Very beatable. I did a FC Porto save off camera not long ago, and I know a lot of those players were not coming close to my first team after a couple of seasons, and it's been more than a couple of seasons. I am actually even going to go into a positive mentality straight away now, because I feel confident against this team. We are the better of these 2 sides. I would absolutely say, can we come away with all 3 points? That is the question. Early doors, 2 shots for us, 0 for them. But 61% possession, but you got to do something with the ball. And right now, Armada swings the ball, and Stevenson's there. Someone get your head onto it. It's close. It is very close, but it doesn't quite find the back of the net. But it's a great opportunity for us. And again, putting down the stamp of making some decent chances early on. Almada's not scoring this off the woodwork. You just know from a certain region it's not going in. I feel like it's always fairly easy to know when you can score and when you're not going to score. Williams, Gakpo, he can score that, and he is onside, and we are 1-0 up, 22 minutes gone. Juventus beating Arsenal now as well, which again is showing that team that we're versing next up is clearly decent, considering, Arsenal just beat us. So, if Juventus are better than Arsenal and we're worse than Arsenal, then Juventus are definitely better than us. So hopefully we can get all 3 points here and maybe cause an upset in that game. But honestly, if we get 3 points here, second place is where we're going to be sitting for now. Don't imagine that's where we're going to end it, but gosh, it would be nice to sit in there just to begin with. Oh, it's a great half by us. Just utter dominance. Not as many goals as obviously you would want to see in the first half if you want to be a dominating side, but a 2-0 lead is a scary lead, and it's almost the lead that we got there. But luckily for them, let's hit the woodwork. Gakpo's on form today, clearly trying to get a couple of goals. Whipping in a ball here. Finds Madueke? I don't know. It's come back to him, but the highlight's over, so we'll never see what really happened there. Stevenson up top, playing pretty averagely, but Gakpo is looking tired on that left-hand side, so I am going to bring in the reinforcements of Mr. Mudrick, because I do want to get him back to fully match fit before he comes into the lineup. Almada's looking a bit tired too. Again, another crucial player for us, but I back Gravenberch to be able to get some opportunities for the team. be defensively solid, and do a decent job for us. Putting a decent ball in here, though, not actually finding anyone, and now their player, their central midfielder, the Canadian man, can't find anyone, so has to play it back. But they pump it long, and oh my gosh, I thought that no one was going to go for that, and their left winger or striker or whoever it was going to have a free run to that ball there. But luckily for us, Lafont, of course, coming up to get it. Mudryk, super sub, just wide of the post. It's a great hit. It's a great opportunity, but it's not quite found the back of the net. And based off the XG, we really should have this second goal at some point very soon. 70th minute now, and I'm thinking more subs might be coming our way to try and shore up the defence, because yeah, people are going to start to get tired if we're not careful. So Ryder is going to come on for that experience and that ability. We're also going to bring Hickey off and bring Silas on, because we know he can play really well at that left back role, and we know how good Hickey is, and we want him ready for the next Premier League matches. But obviously this is the most crucial one right now. 10 minutes to go and they're on the ball. It's not what we need, actually. It's really not what we need, because they have the ability, even with a worse side than us on paper, to score a goal out of nowhere. Absolutely. And they are on it right now, playing it out to their right back, moving it forward, finding some space, getting it out to a pacey player, tries to get it in, and Omo Bamadile heads it back to Lafont. And could we have a counter-attack here? Gallagher, Stevenson is through. Can he get another goal? He takes it around the goalkeeper. He cannot finish it. He cannot finish it. That was so close too. You'd think that if he just smashed that one with a bit more power, it would end up in the back of the net. Maybe even just a bit more accuracy. But it's not found the back of the net for us there. And I am actually going to bring him off as our final substitute. Let's get Andrew Hall, our youngster that's come through our ranks a couple of minutes out on the pitch. If he can finish his dinner, get us a 2-0 lead, we'll be absolutely thrilled about it. But right now it is still just 1-0, still nervy. Gravenberch with a good opportunity there. Can't find the back of the net as well. And we're going to have to accept the fact that we're still just 1-0 up with 5 minutes to go. But only one shot for them. We shouldn't be too nervous. But realistically, anything can happen in a game of football. And it does look like we're just going to win it 1-0, unless we can score from this corner here. That would be lovely for the goal difference, but they are counter-attacking. Don't scare me with this, Football Manager. Don't scare me with... Okay, he's passed it to absolutely no one. That is beautiful. That is what we want to be seeing. Madueke on the right-hand side. Tries to find someone. No, he's going to go at himself. It's a great save by the goalkeeper. And again, just showing how dominant we've been in this game and how unlucky we are to only be winning 1-0. But I tell you what, if you gave me the opportunity to take 1-0 at the start of the game, 3 points in the bag, of course I would have said yes. So I will be taking it here. We'll take it and run. We will finish this episode second place, I think. Second place in the Champions League table? Definitely will be in those top 8 spots, the automatic qualification to the next round. That's where we want to be. Not only just to have a break, but also to be able to get a decent, or an easier opponent instead of, the hard big boys of that top 8. So let's take a look. We are sitting pretty in third place. Lazio managed to pick up a win. And realistically, from that performance, we could have won by a lot more. 3-0 is what suggests, the XG suggests. But of course we take it. Another bit of money for us for winning that game. We get so much money for the Champions League. No wonder the teams really want to get into it in real life. But there we are. Third place, 8th place in the Prem though. So I think we know where we need to invest a bit of time for now. And that's certainly what we're going to be doing off camera. Lots of Prem games to play. And January transfer window coming up actually. So get excited for that. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like this video if you have enjoyed it. And I'll see you all later.